If you have to do it from your phone, I don't know. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Here you go, here you go. Yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir. What's up, everybody? It is me, Kevin Bryant, and I'm here. Oh, what's up, Will? You popped in. What's up? You gotta unmute your camera and your mic. But yeah, New Music Day Monday. We're back after a spectacular 4th of July weekend and everything. A lot of stuff going on. We got a special guest today, new artist, Will, in the building. I call him the giant, the gentle giant, because he's tall as I don't know what. But we're going to talk about what he got going on and talk about some other things because stuff is really getting real out here. So we're going to talk about a lot of stuff. So shout out to everyone that's joining us. Shout out to the Heat Seekers, NY Lady J, Jay Morris, In the House Media, Kingsbread, Mantel, everybody, Brianna Richey, and we're going to get started and talk to Will when he comes back on. He's trying to get on so he can like share with his folks, and we'll discuss that. So here we go, talking about Will. That's W exclamation point, capital L, capital L. That's what we're gonna do. So where is he at? Let's talk to him. You there? He can't hear you. Can we hear you? You got your mic? Look down at the bottom. I can't hear you there. There you go. Say something. I hear you. Turn it up. Turn it up a little bit more. I hear you, but it's like it ain't like it's loud. I hear you a little bit. Just make sure everything's turned up. I just want everybody else to be able to hear you. So let's ask our producer and coordinator CEO. Can you hear him well? Let us know. I hear you and see you. There you go. There you go. What, what'd you do?
Man, look, yeah, I got a whole little setup over here, so it's like, sorry,
Okay.
I apologize, y'all. I apologize.
Nah, it's cool. This whole technology thing seems to be new for everybody. So
Like that.
it is like it happens with everybody. But you know what we do here. Heat Seekers in the building. We do New Music Day Monday. We do New Music Day on Wednesday, and we do Culture Talk on Fridays. We like to talk to new artists. We like to seek the heat. So everybody want to know what the heat is. So after last weekend, I think we pretty much got some heat in you. What's up?
Hey, what's up, man? Well, first of all, thank you, Kevin, for bringing me on the show. Thank you, Heat Seekers, for bringing me on the show. I appreciate y'all very much.
Can you turn up a little bit more?
Okay,
Yeah.
better,
Keep going.
better, keep going, better.
There you go.
Okay.
Yeah. So go ahead with your thanks and stuff. You know.
Um, Kevin is silly, y'all. First of all, like I said, thank y'all for bringing me on the show. My name is Will. Like Kevin said, we had an event that we were part of last week, and I performed at that event. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Sounds like you enjoyed it. Sounds like you
Yeah, I
enjoyed
thought it was dope.
it. Thank you,
It
thank
was
you,
dope.
thank you. I think I got some heat. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Heat seekers, you know what I'm saying? Y'all, if that's what y'all do. Y'all seek heat. Hey, you know what I'm saying? I'm hot.
Yeah, you hot, like 90-degree hot. Yeah, it's cool. So a lot of people may not even know Will, with the exclamation point
Right.
and the capital L's. So where you come from? What's up? What's going on with your music? You know,
Well, originally I was born in Southside Jamaica, Queens, New York, just so that y'all know.
big
And I was raised in Houston, Texas, so I consider myself a Houstonian all the way to the core of my heart. I came to Atlanta about maybe 10 years ago. Started doing the whole. Well, I was already doing the music thing, but I came here because this is the Mecca. This is the Black Mecca. It's the Black Mecca of music right now. So I was like, I'm black. I do black music. Let me
right,
get to Black Mecca.
right, right.
So for all of you that don't know me, I'm a singer. I'm a songwriter. I am a producer, a vocal director, a piano player, a recording engineer, a mixing engineer. I wear a lot of hats. You feel me? You always gonna see me with a hat on more times than not. That's because I wear a lot of them. So yeah, I do a lot of things, and I'm just progressing, and I'm just grateful to be in this space. I'm living my best life, even though the corona out here trying to take people out. I'm
Right.
to live my best life, and just blessed to be on the show, blessed to be talking here with you guys, and promoting my brand and my business and all that. So
Right. So like the thing is, it's good that we do this. Like for all you that know, we are on Facebook right now. We're on Facebook and we're on YouTube. And if you want to share to your peoples on Facebook, it's at the Heat Seekers International page on Facebook. And you just hit the share on this video because you should be able to see that. And you share it with your people. You can do a watch party and it'll just go to everyone. So that's just to let you know that. But being that we're sitting here talking to Mr. Will, I gotta say, like coming from Houston, the greats come from there. Destiny's Child, Beyonce, some other people that come from Houston.
I can name them. I can
I
name
know
them
you
if you
can.
want.
I know you can. Go ahead, name them real quick. Go ahead.
I mean, you got like you said, Destiny's Child. who's produced Beyonce. Enough said. I don't even really have to go any further than that.
Of course you do.
But Yolanda Adams,
Yep.
Robert, even though Robert Glasper, I think he's technically from New York, but I think he claims Houston.
Right.
We have a lot of people over there. I'm not going to go through all of them, but you already know what time it is when it comes to Houston.
Shout out to everybody that's coming in on Heat Seekers, though. Now you're getting people come in. See, what's that about?
Right. I want to share it. How do I share it? I want to share it to my.
What do you see the Facebook page? Do you see it?
No.
I want to make sure you get it so we can get on to. You see Heat Seekers International? Just type it in the search bar.
I don't. It's okay. It's all good. It's all good. I don't. I wish I could just screenshot you what I see, but no, it's all good.
All right. Well, so from Houston, you come here. What made you pick Atlanta? I know you said it was the Mecca, but what made you feel like you actually had enough chops and to do whatever it is that you want to do to be in Atlanta? Because Atlanta is serious when it comes to these artists and this music thing. Why'd you pick Atlanta?
Man, I'm just bold. I don't care what nobody think. I'm gonna live my best life. I'm gonna progress in the ways that I feel like I need to progress. But I will say I used to sing at a lot of lounges, a lot of open mic nights and stuff like that in Houston. And for where we were and in our minds, some of the things that we were doing, they were big. And I used to track the responses that I would get at these different venues, and they would get better and better and better. And then I came and visited my dad, who lives not too far on the outskirts of Atlanta. And while I was here, I was like, "Yo, I got to check out an open mic night. Like, I want to see what the vibe is in Atlanta." So I went to Apache when Apache was really popping.
Oh. Well, it was really popping for you, but I know
I was okay, right. Facts.
That's cool.
Facts. When it was really popping for me, so I came to Apache and I sang a song, and I got a really good response. Bone Crusher was there. I remember that for some reason.
Shout out to Bone. He's a friend of Heat Seekers. That's what's up.
Okay, turn up. Yeah, I saw Bone Crusher. He was in the front row. And he pulled me to the side and was like, "Hey, yo, fam, you sound good, man." I was like, "Okay," so, and I got a nice little response that night when I sang at Apache, and I was like, "You know what?" Now I literally 6 months later, I was like, "Well, I'm going to Atlanta. I'm moving to Atlanta."
A lot of people do that. I think Atlanta has that type of magnetic force that just drives people, especially artists, to want to
black people. I love it. I'm in love with black people, and this is a place where it's a lot of black people, and I and that's not no racist stuff. I just love black people, and
you love black people
here.
Yeah. If y'all have questions for Will, make sure y'all leave them down in the comment section, because we do definitely want to ask him some questions and really get into his brain. So leave the questions down in the comment section, and we'll definitely ask him so that he can answer for you guys. So how
y'all can hear me too? Can y'all hear me? I feel like I'm seeing comments, but I just want to make sure.
Yeah, we hear you. We hear you. I hear you loud and clear. So just check this out too. So being here that long, how has it been for you though? Like, what have you been accomplishing and coming across that you think is like working for you?
For a while, I felt honestly it was a little slow, but first thing I did when I got out here, I joined a church. I became a worship leader at a church, and I learned a lot of things. I was blessed by it. I was blessed by some of the people that I met. Some of the situations that I was put in. It was just an overload of blessings, and it taught me a lot. And then eventually, I parted ways with that church, and I started doing music on my own. I was kind of already doing it at the time, but I started doing music on my own. Then after that, it was kind of trying to supplement, I guess you could say, as you would a lot of indie artists that I know. They'll supplement their income. They'll go out and do corporate bands and things like that. So I was, doing that thing at one point. And so, just little by little, just getting into these spaces and that kind of opened myself up to doing shows on my own. This past March, in conjunction with Brody's Your Guy Presents, we we did a tour. I was on a tour with Yana Crowley
Oh yeah.
and the comedian Rob Minger and Ignatius Carmouche. He was a contestant on The Voice. Great singer. All these people are awesome acts and talents, and just to be in the same space with them was a cool thing for me. And we went on a tour. We went to Alabama, Houston, and then we had planned on going to South Carolina and doing a couple more Georgia shows right before the Corona shut everything down. So
Wow.
that was like literally my first tour, my first indie tour as an artist, and it was a little disappointing that it got cut halfway short. But it taught me, hey, look, we can do this. We can do it.
The Corona thing is serious. We'll touch on that in a minute. But
Absolutely.
being with there's a lot of artists in Atlanta. And I know one that Robbie. Shout out to him.
Homie.
Yeah, shout out to him.
I literally just got off the phone with Robbie actually.
Literally. I just saw something from him like earlier today, and I hadn't spoken to him in a while. It'd be good. I need to talk to him one day too, because we have like history with stuff from LaFace and when he was singing background, so there's a lot of stuff. But to be performing and traveling and mingling with artists like that, you know what I'm saying? I think that's a great thing. HEATSEEKERS just went away, but to be with that, how do you feel like as far as like what are you learning from them for those fellow artists?
Oh man, so what have I learned from these fellow artists? I've learned so much. Robbie, I very much consider Robbie to be a good friend of mine, and a homie, and he is an incredible act. He has devoted so much time and energy to his um, to developing his talent, his ability to sing, and also his ability to perform. I mean, if you've ever seen a Robbie performance, I know you have.
Yeah.
But if you've ever seen a Robbie performance, it's a production in itself. So sitting down and talking with Robbie, I feel like I'm an energetic, exciting performer. I would my performance style and Robbie's performance style, two totally different things. We know that. However, for what I do, I feel like I'm very excited. That's why I got the exclamation in my name. You know,
We all talk about that too. No, seriously, I think that's ingenious. I like that. There's a lot of wills. I like the fact that you have two L's because will mean like you have a strong will, and then you have an exclamation point, and you big as fuck. Like you tall. Like yo. I mean, how is that? Because being an artist and just being taller than everybody, because you're like what 6'5".
6'5". Yo, honestly, it was hella annoying. It was hella annoying because I look, check this out. So if I'm honest with you, can I be candid with the people on Heat Seekers
Sure,
First?
that's what we do.
All right. So if I'm honest with you, back in the day, it was I wanted to be in a boy band. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to like it's gonna be May. I wanted to dance. You know what I'm saying? Like I wanted to sing. I wanted to dance. Matter of fact, shout out to New Harmony, man. We had a boy band in college with one of the people being my best friend and awesome producer. His name is Davis Chris. But it was five of us in this band. Davis Chris, yeah.
From Houston?
Yeah, he's from Houston.
Did he ever used to rap or be in a rap group or something? But
he raps and he sings, but I don't. He was never.
But I think I know who that is. But go ahead.
Okay, turn up. Yeah, it's my best friend in the world. Anyway, so he we had this boy band group that we put together called New Harmony, and we had all the hits on the campus of Sam Houston State University. Shout out to my Sam fam. So we had that kind of stuff, but I used to get stuff all the time. Now, don't get it twisted. I can move now, like what I'm saying. I wanted to be a dancer. I used to be. Remember when all the people used to be in the clubs doing dance hall moves?
Yes.
But anyway, I could move, so I wanted to move. But everybody was like, you too big to move. You like when you move, it gets scary because you're big. And I was like, that's whack. So so I just learned over time how to embrace my bigness. and how to utilize it to to work best for me. I get people don't necessarily want to see me up there moving and grooving in the way that that you would see like an Omarion or something like that. But I'm a smooth guy. So I smooth.
I gotta give it to you though, from seeing you perform, like you handle movements well, because I mean, yeah, you came running out there, but it didn't seem like he was just a giant that couldn't move. So that was cool. And then when you start singing, it's like, okay, everybody want to listen. So being that you're like an independent artist, totally doing everything on your own, like what's the challenges of that for you?
I literally say the only challenges are bad. Like, I don't think there's nothing. Well, I don't know. I don't want to say that. I think that it's important to. We all talk about ownership, and we all talk about this is what we want to own our share, our piece of whatever.
Mhm.
And so what I realize that a lot of the difference is, man, is either having a network to have people that will push you into these places, or doing the research that will push you into these places. So I'm okay with doing the research, and praise God, I got a little bit of network to pull on. So I really, honestly, I don't think. I mean, look at Chance the Rapper. Look at Macklemore. Guys that won Grammys completely independent. It's like it can be done. What I look at those people and I say, what are they doing that everybody else isn't doing, or period, what are they doing that other people may not realize? And I think that a
Mhm.
lot of it is just researching and finding the money and putting in the effort to put it in. So I really honestly think, and it's not that it's not that boys ain't got money, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, yeah, if I had $1 million a day, would I put $1 million on a single? Absolutely. Or would I put up $1 million to start a label or something like that? Yeah, absolutely. But I think that's the only challenge, really, if there is a challenge. Money talks. So,
Right, right, right. I
yeah,
think I think it has a lot to do with your relationships as well.
for sure. Yeah.
And because sometimes when you get the right relationships, it's easier to maneuver. But another thing too is since you since you are independent and you're a producer and an artist, like those two things. Now I know you get a lot of questions about, oh, which one do you want to do? You producing, you being an artist, and then how does that impact decisions you have to make when you meet other producers that want to produce you, but you feel like, oh, I can produce myself. Like, how do you navigate through all of that?
Hmm. I think that if you me and Chris me and Davis Chris, we talk about this a lot. If I throw you the alley oop, I'm still on Sports Center. So I don't I don't care if I am co-producing, or if I'm not producing at all, and I write the song, you know what I'm saying? Because I know a lot of producers that they don't write. Um, so my ability to be able to write and produce, I know where, if somebody's better than me, or somebody has a better idea of something at the time, I back off, and I like we can be better as a whole rather than the individual. So if your idea is better than mine, if you play keys better than me, if whatever, jump to the. It's not to say that my ideas won't be good as well. They will. I mean, they got me here on this show, so so I so I
Mm,
mean, I believe in the power of collaboration, and
mm,
and
okay.
networking across. So when people ask me, what do I want to do? Do I want to be a producer, or do I want to be a songwriter? I just ask you. My response now is look at the landscape of what's going on. When the Corona was going on and we were doing all these versus battles, very few, if any, of these versus battles were artist against artist. They were producer versus producer. Why?
Right,
Because the producer got all the records. They're the one with the hits.
right, right, right.
So I want to be the one with the hits. So I would rather and my voice might not be perfect on every song. So
Right.
why not? But I might have the production idea that is perfect. So let's go.
Right. It's about a fit. You know what I mean? Everything has to fit. But it's interesting. Like nowadays, artists are so like on what they believe, and they seldomly look to people to help them creatively anymore.
Right.
Unlike back in the day, it's like a lot of we strive to get that person that's going to help us creatively, but now you guys want to do everything on your own. So it's like, where do you get, how do you find the balance and how do you understand how to get the right help? You know what I mean? And yeah, you tell me
No,
because
no,
that's
go
what
ahead.
I just want to know because we run into that now with artists. We're heat seekers. Artists feel like they do a lot for themselves,
Right.
which is true. Um, but there's also other people that can help come along and come enhance what is it you do, or even do something that you didn't even know that you could do. You know,
Over the course of me doing this thing independently, I've run into a lot of people who have had great intentions and maybe didn't have the work ethic or the knowledge that it took to kind of like help put me in the position that I would like to be in. And then vice versa, right? Like I might have met people who are like great at that, hard work, ethic, blah blah blah, and in the past, definitely being told like, man, you ain't got nothing to manage. Like, what am I gonna manage? So nowadays, uh, you know, getting more experience in this thing, I'm learning that, what you gotta get help. Like nobody got anywhere, amazing by themselves, and I don't think that I will get as far as I would like to get by myself. I don't think that at all. I think
right.
what is important to do is to show my efforts and my work by my damn self. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes time for somebody to say, hey, like I want to be a part of what you, it's like, hey, look, this is what I'm willing to do by myself.
Hmm.
If And then I think if somebody who wants to be a part of what I've got going on or whatever the case may be, it's like, can we go further than that?
Yeah,
Because
yeah, true.
if not, it's kind of like, well, yeah, I would love to help, but if where are we? What are we helping? So I think right now that's where I'm at. It's like I'm in a position where I'm really looking for, guidance and progression from people who have been doing it, at a different level than I have. Um, but I think it's also very important to like really just pay attention to who those people are and what can they really bring to the table. You know what I'm saying? Because I believe in networking across, and because networking across will take us up. Shout out to Issa Rae. That was beautiful. I've been
Oh,
I've been
yeah.
I've been living by that since I heard that. Like network across, man. So
Hmm.
if I network across with somebody that we can mutually benefit each other, we
Hmm.
win. We win.
Liz Nancy says hello. I'm
Who's
not.
that? I'm sorry.
Liz Nancy says hello.
It's good,
Shout out.
Liz. How are you?
Yeah, everybody. I know people want to start asking questions, but yeah. So you seem like you got a humble attitude about it. You know what I mean? And you understand. But on these vocals though, let's really talk about that because I know maybe some people didn't even haven't heard you yet or anything like that, but you just want to make sure that they understand like, yo, he's really like dope. I just want to let y'all know. So I'll probably get him to hum a little something, but
Ah,
now we just want to get so what you got coming up? Like what projects you working on or that you have out?
so what I've been doing this whole year has been releasing a single just about every month. I just produced and released a single with a brand new artist named Keela. Excuse me. Her It's a record called That Space. It's amazing. So
Which I think we having her on Wednesday. Yeah,
oh, you haven't heard on what?
I think so.
Uh, Look at that. Amen. Network across, guys. That's what I'm talking about. So anyway, her brother Tuli, my production partner, and we co-produced that record. So that record is out right now. I I have been very adamant about dropping dropping a new song every single. Hey, shut up! There she go, right there. Turn up. What's up,
What's
Keela?
that? Oh, tell Keela we said what's up. Oh, there she go.
What's up,
Shout
Keela?
out
What's up,
to
Keela?
Keela.
Keela, you gonna be on here Wednesday, girl? You shining? Hey, Keela, y'all watch out for Keela, man.
Yeah,
Keela,
I'm excited to talk to her.
so
Man. But yeah, go ahead, finish.
anyway, yeah, so what I'm working on right now, I have been very adamant about dropping a new single every month. I don't want to like lie to the people, so, and not follow through with that. But I am considering scaling back because I'm taking into consideration good counsel. You know what I'm saying? And I'm thinking about taking a step back and just doing another EP. I've done several EPs before, uh,
Mhm.
and I just want to do a new one. Like, I want to do a new one. I'm
That's
really waiting
interesting.
for my album.
That's interesting that you say that. You said I just want to do a new one. Um, a lot of see, okay. So let's talk about that real quick.
Talk to
Okay.
me. Yeah,
So content, right?
yeah. Okay.
Quality versus quantity, or people don't listen to as much as they used to. So do you think it's smart to drop a whole lot of stuff or really strategically like drop stuff slow? Like what is your take on that? Because I know sometimes now, like when you drop a song, you drop another one, it's like they don't really have a chance to really soak it in. So what do you think has to happen to help better market artists when they're doing their music?
This is my opinion. Y'all can, some people might not believe me. They might not agree with me. I don't know everything. This is my opinion. Um, I think that, these days, like you said, if you don't have a major label behind you, it's really tough to break through the noise. You kind of got to show that people are involved with what you're doing. You might be great in your city, but I would imagine people that don't know you or a label might, if they look at your Spotify or your Apple Music or whatever they're going to be, and they look at you and they see dismal numbers, they're probably not going to want to be invested in what you're doing, right? I mean, that's just kind of how people operate. Um,
Right.
so so I think that uh, dropping a single every month, it puts you in better position to land on the Spotify editorial playlist. And if you don't know anything about Spotify editorial playlists, those playlists are the only playlists that Spotify promotes on their platform. Every other playlist is second to those playlists. So if you get on one of those, that means you're gonna run up your streams. You can't release a whole album and get the whole album on an editorial playlist. They're only gonna pick one song if they even pick one. But if you
Right.
release a single every month, you give yourself an opportunity. So
Or you
yeah,
have friends over at Spotify that helps your artist do see. So
hey, hey Kevin, come on, network across, baby. Let's talk.
that's just how this works. Relationships also you have to maintain and have good relationships because it's hard out there for independent artists. Trust me, I know. And it's like a oxymoron. It's like, okay, they look at your numbers and they go, oh, you don't have enough numbers, but then you're an independent artist. So how are you supposed to have that many numbers? So it's things like this platform, other platforms. You just got to be visible everywhere, and I get it because once they see you perform well, it's a wrap. They should be able to how
Thank
many
you.
songs you got out right now? How many singles?
I took some down.
Okay.
So what I have on Spotify is nine. My total catalog is over third is 32.
Mhm.
Um, but I took some down because they were under my first alias, which was Will Prayer, and I rebranded, and so I got that. That's why I'm very adamant about putting my exclamation on.
Right.
So I rebranded, and I'm starting to re-release music under the name Will. So there's more music coming. I put nine. I'm revamping. So in my rebrand, there's nine, but I have a total of 32.
So how are you getting through this COVID-19 Corona thing? Being an independent artist. I mean, because you were performing with a cover band, if I'm not
Right.
mistaken. Okay, so you were working pretty regularly.
Still sometimes. Say it again.
You were working pretty regularly before COVID.
Every weekend, yeah, every weekend. Jesus Christ.
Every weekend.
Yep.
So when COVID happens, what do?
Rethink and replan and re everything. Don't let it kill you. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I was shook. I was shook at first. I was like, oh God, what are we gonna do? What is I gonna do? I didn't know. Um, but after a while, after about a week or two, I started looking at it like an opportunity. Like, it's an opportunity. I'm never home this often. So let me sit down and research my business and learn this game more. Let me produce more. Let me write more. Let me engineer more. Let me do all those things that would put myself into position to replace that income. And man, God has favored me, the Most High, whatever you want to call him. I'm favored right now. I'm loving life. Like, this is great.
Great, right?
Yeah, and now gigs are starting to come back. They're starting to slowly come back. Some of them are still getting canceled. I'm watching them. One of my gigs got canceled again today. I'm like, man, y'all said 2 weeks ago that y'all was good with it. But anyway.
So yeah, I mean, the COVID is one thing, and you're a single dad. Also,
Thanks.
yeah. How hard is that managing music and child and fatherhood?
Just as hard as you would imagine.
Yeah.
But it is what it is.
Oh, good though. I mean, I think it's good. It shows the nurturing side of you, and I see your Instagram page a lot, and I know you have your daughter up there, and I think that's wonderful. She's probably gonna sing too. So
Ooh, that little girl. Ooh, God. I can't wait. I can't wait.
let's.
I have a struggle. I have a struggle trying to get her. I have a struggle trying to get her to sit down and practice. She don't want to practice. She is she like her daddy. She naturally is naturally gifted. She don't want to practice until one day it's gonna hit her in the face and she's gonna be like, damn, I should have practiced.
Right.
So I'm trying to get her to get over that hump and that curve now, but her personality, Jesus Christ, this child is a star. She's a star already.
I mean, apple don't fall too far from the tree, except in your case, they have to fall very far.
They have a very. She's not too short either, man. My daughter is tall for a.
I believe it. Let's come up some questions. I'm just doing this because I hate doing this. But I mean, it's a lot of ladies up here too, and I see. I'm just trying to make sure we got to give them reason to understand why you even here today. So you guys say something for them. Come on, it's Spotlight Monday.
Oh, Lord. Y'all gonna put me on the spot. Okay. Real quick. This is a song that I have called "Sail Away." Sinking into your arms, swimming through the deep of your heart, makes me want to take some photographs for Instagram. Hashtag be my woman crush Wednesday. But really it's like every day. You take a piece of me when you walk away, when we separate. I'll leave it at that. Is that more?
You're teasing them.
You know that I'll always want you close. I know that you're the one I want the most. I wish, frankly, I wish we could fade to the ocean, swim good.
Yeah. So you know what? I read this or I heard this, okay. And I know some people compare you to like Jaheim and like Teddy Pendergrass. and I mean, no, seriously, it happens, and it's good to be compared. At least that you remind you of someone. But how do you feel about that though? Because you do kind of fit that mold, and there's a void now.
Some of the comparisons I get, I look. Keelan already know what time it is.
She's laughing at you. Yeah,
I'm gonna tell you in a second. some of the comparisons that I get, no shade to anybody. Some of the comparisons that I get, I'm really excited about. I'm really appreciative. I think it's awesome. Some of the comparisons that I get, I don't think are quite as accurate. Uh,
Right.
but I'm appreciative of any of the comparisons. I agree with you. I think there's a void. I think there's been a long time since we've seen the bravado, shirt open, tall male,
Right.
deep voice, I don't sing no falsetto type of
Right.
type of artist. We haven't seen that in a long time, and it's kind of like, you know, where did that go? You know what I'm saying? So I agree with you, Kevin. I think that there's a void for my sound in this music game. If that's your cup of tea, if you like
Right.
a grown, I don't want to say a real, if you like a grown man and sound like a grown man, look like a grown man, come to death row. That's all I'm kidding.
Right. Come to death row. Right. You stupid.
I'm kidding, y'all. I'm kidding.
But no, it's cool. It's cool. It's just, the comparisons come in and it's like, do you take the opportunity to go with the comparison or you stray away from the comparison? It's a tough thing with artists, especially when you want to identify yourself as yourself.
Right.
But people hear what they hear and how they hear it. So,
Right.
can you imagine being a young dude singing and everybody compare you to a female like Shaka Khan? Nigga, that was tough.
Whoa.
I
Has
was
that happened to you?
Yes, nigga. I think I was like the only male that was like doing that type of stuff. And I started out doing that because I knew it was difficult for everybody else. So I knew if I could do it, it just made me look that much better.
Right.
But it got to a point where it was like, oh, that's Lil Shaka Khan. I'm like, yo, that's hard. So
Little Shaka Khan.
yeah, and I was slaying in my day. But my whole point was for me, I got to a point I was like, nah, that's not it. Like I never even tried like that. It just happened like that. So
Right.
then to the point where then I found a balance, But for you, just hearing you sing and stuff, and I do understand why people say that. I understand that they also miss people like Jaheim, and he is out there. I seen him, but go on and take that slot.
Take
Go
it.
take that.
I'm right there. I'm right there with you.
Because we need that. The only thing else I say too, like as far as being independent, just make sure you still pay homage to the people that came before you. Like I know you told me something. You said about the Teddy Pendergrass story. You really do you want to act too?
Oh my God, I wanted to be Teddy Grass. I swear to God, I wanted to be Teddy Pendergrass. And then I found out I didn't even know they was making a biopic.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, I fit that mold, man. No shade. I think they cast Tyrese, right?
I think so. Yeah.
I mean, I'm not Tyrese, but or I haven't been in the game as long as Tyrese, I should say.
Yeah, say that.
No shade to Tyrese. Like he's a forefather to me. I love Tyrese.
Shout out to Tyrese. I'm cool with him. I mean, we cool.
Shout out to Tyrese. Like no shade at all. I follow him on Instagram. I think Tyrese is awesome.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, Tyrese, if you want to let a young nigga shine, I'm just saying, let me shine one time, dog. I promise you, I will do him justice.
Yeah, I believe
because Teddy Pendergrass is a voice that I feel like I can mimic pretty well.
Right.
And I'm closer to his height. Well, actually, he's a little bit shorter than me.
Just a little bit. You ever thought about doing a remake though, just to kind of
a remake, a Teddy P remake?
Yeah. You ever thought about it? That might be a good marketing tool. You never know. Those
things offline, Kevin. Let's talk about that offline. I'm with that.
Those things go pretty far. Yeah.
Like I turn off the lights, like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Nah. I like that. No, I like that idea. I really do, actually. Yeah, we're gonna talk about that.
I'm surprised you haven't thought of it, but I think that'll be a good thing for you. Good look for you. And of course, we here at the Heat Seekers will definitely support you.
Thank y'all. I appreciate it. Absolutely.
But now, another question for you too. With everything that's going on, Black Lives Matter and the riots and the racial stuff, I really want to know your take on it because I had some crazy stuff going this morning on Facebook. So it kind of put me in the mood to talk about it a little bit. I only got a few more minutes, but I just want to understand from you. I'm gonna ask you a question. If I say to you, "Wow, if Black lives really matter, why can't they? If Black lives supposed to matter to everyone else in our eyes, why can't they matter to us?"
Yeah, man. I mean, I'm so torn by all of this. Like, it's like the emotional spectrum that we are on right now
Mm-hmm.
is just ever shifting. It's ridiculous. Because last night, I think just on Edgewood, did you see that?
I heard about that.
Oh my God, yo.
Where we were when we met up out there.
Yeah, where we met. And I go to Edgewood all the time. Matter of fact, I almost went to Edgewood last night.
Oh,
Good God Almighty. I literally almost went there just to go chill. I was like, you know what? Let me go. I ain't doing nothing else. Let me go pull up on Edgewood. And I decided not to. I was like, let me come home and work.
yeah.
But I'm workaholic, so I came back to work.
But with that being said, do you feel like some people agreed with what was said, but then some people felt like, oh, so you're trying to say we don't care about Black people and all this other. Everybody know what I'm talking about. And the thing that gets me is we deflect so much. We blame everything on white people. White people this, white people that, white people that, especially when it's at our convenience. But white people didn't make anybody go shoot that little 8-year-old girl. White people didn't make anybody shoot whoever on Edgewood and all that kind of stuff. And that's the kind of stuff I'm talking about, because we're the ones seeking for equality and the right treatment and everything. So if we're doing that, saying we want them to recognize us and we want them to know that Black lives matter, then it got to matter for us too. Now, I'm not saying everybody Black don't, of course, but we got to get to the ones that really don't get it yet.
Yeah, I think so. That deals with the virus of ignorance, right? Because right, like that. Um, you know, uh, if we educate our people, and that's our job, right? We have to educate our own folks. We got to educate. It is my job to educate my daughter to be a high functioning person in society, to be a person with high moral obligations and standards, to treat people with peace and kindness, and show and be mannerable and things like that, and to be just a decent person, yo. Like,
Right.
why is that so hard for people, man? Black and peach. I'm not saying white no more, by the way, guys. White is ridiculous. Saying somebody is white, like the only white people I've ever seen are albino, and half of them are Black.
Right. They even pink.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's so ridiculous. Like, if we look at like Adolf Hitler and we talk about like what he did over there, he was talking about the Aryan race was blonde hair, blue eyed, and tall. Coming from a man who's short, brown hair, and brown eyes. How y'all let this man fool y'all into mass murder and genocide?
That's what I'm saying. But then they'll say, because they oppressed us. Let them. Okay, I'm sounding like Kanye West.
It is the virus of ignorance.
It really is. It really is. But then that's the Black people. We're brown, basically.
We are brown, whatever the hell we are. Everybody brown. Everybody brown.
Right.
If you hold up a white brown next to a white person and you ask them, "Are you the same color?" They're gonna be like, "No." If you hold up a peach brown next to a white person, you'll be like, "You the same color?" Chances are, yeah, closer to that color.
Peach people.
Hey, they peach. Or light tan or bright tan. Let's call it sand.
How about beige?
Beige. Ooh, they hate it if you call them sand.
Oh, look, OPEC. Okay, we gotta stop.
You stupid. I'm just saying, if you really want to be literal about it, I mean, but that is the silly thing that we debate about and argue, like beyond being a good person. Like, well, why are we not arguing about moral obligations and standards?
Moral obligation. That's right.
We're arguing about skin color, bro. Don't nobody have no control over their damn skin color. Why is this a big deal? It never made sense to me.
That is so true. Nobody has control over that. Nobody has control over their complexion. Nobody. You're born. You become who you become. But the thing is, we've kind of went into a thing of thinking whatever the white people say is right. White is right. So now we got to the point where white is right.
That's dumb. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, you're right. But we got to the point where white is right so much, we don't even have any confidence in ourselves.
Right.
So the thing is, without all this that's going on, all I say is Black Lives Matter. We need to matter to each other. Period. Then that's all I say. But it's a big thing, and everybody, I know some of them probably chimed in that was on Facebook today. But
Listen, let me say something real quick. If Black Lives Matter to anybody that's listening on this thing, I whenever and especially over the last year, especially since Trump has been in office, why the hell are we committing black on black crime? I don't what guys, what the F, y'all? Like, what we doing?
right, and
As
that
if there's not enough going on, as if there's not enough against us, you gonna still be against each other? It's
right,
educate yourselves, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, we gotta educate our people, they gotta educate themselves. Like, because it just comes from education. And education is not necessarily, oh, knowing, 1, 2, 3 plus 1 plus 1 is 2. Education is also knowing, culturally educating yourself,
right,
financially educating yourself, morally educating yourself. People are so morally bankrupt in this country, it don't make no damn sense.
morally bankrupt.
all
You're
of our monuments and all of our monuments and statues, the majority of our monuments and statues are people who were against this country being what it is today, and also mass murderers, people who led genocides, and people who also kept slaves, raped men and women, and
mm,
we have halted them up and named schools and roads, and so it's to tell you that our this country, that's what we glorify. We glorify death and destruction.
right.
So when are we going to educate ourselves to do something different? Like, is that what we want to do for the rest of our time here, or it's really that simple. I just be sounding so it be sounding like I make it sound like that and condescending for a reason, because it's like it's really stupid, y'all. Like, it's really dumb. It's really dumb.
It's good that you speak on that, and I want a lot of our musical artists to actually speak on that more. And where are those songs? I know I've seen a couple. They're coming. Where are those songs? Because we need that back. We need that type of message out there, because since music is ruling, we need to rule with the right messages. So
Mm.
I'm gonna challenge you on that, Mr. Will.
I'm with you. I'm
I'm
with you. I'm already cooking up something. You already know I am, man. I'm cooking up something. But yeah, but let's offline. Let's talk about that for sure. For
Good.
sure.
Tell everybody where to find you and what you got coming up next. If they want to see something, let them know. Let them know how to follow you, because we definitely want to stay on you.
You guys can follow me everywhere: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, at Yo That's Will, YOTHATS Will, WILL. My name is Will, with the exclamation W exclamation LL. You can find me on Spotify, Apple Music, all digital streaming platforms. Just search for Will W exclamation LL. That is I. Um, Two things that I want you guys to check on from me right now. I have a single out called "You Say." I love it. I think it's a banger. I want you guys to check it out. Tell me what y'all thoughts are. Hopefully, Heat Seekers will approve that too. I want
Oh,
y'all.
how about the Heat Seekers approve? Okay.
I
Okay.
mean, you know what I'm saying? I do my homework. I do my
Oh, okay.
homework.
CEO Red, I know you heard that. He basically want to be Heat Seekers approved. So you
I'm
got
with
to work. That's cool. We got some stuff coming. So
facts.
you in there.
So I want y'all to check out that song. I want y'all to also check out, like I said, That Space by Keela. That's another record that I had something to do with, and I'm really excited about that record. I want you guys to check that out. I also, I want to give one more shout out to you, because I believe in networking across. If you are talking to me, then you are talking to my network. So my best friend in the world, Davis Chris, he just dropped an album called 50/50 with his business partner Shane Foster. I co-produced on that with T Lee, my production partner, on number 7, which is a song called Maybe. So go check out Maybe by Davis Chris and Shane Foster, and you can hear my another piece of my work there. Tomorrow, anybody that you guys are any of you guys that are following me on Instagram, I want your help. Help me spread the word. Tomorrow, Keela's song "That Space" is going to be featured in the Source.
Oh wow! And we get to talk to her on Wednesday, so we're gonna talk about that. That's gonna be dope.
Yeah, I'm excited. So
Yeah.
I want y'all to help me repost that when I post that tomorrow. It's gonna go live tomorrow, and I'm excited about that. So we're just doing big things. Just doing big things. Keep an eye out. Keep looking. As soon as this Corona stuff kind of lets up, man, I want to start going back to doing live shows. I'm in. I will tell you a little bit. I'm in the process of developing an online concert. I just want to do it right, and I want to do it the way that I feel like it's going to be best and going to get the most. So I'm really spending some time developing that, but I want you guys to stay tuned so we can get that for you. Okay.
You should give us an opportunity. Maybe we can like help stream that or something, or just that'll be dope.
Network of crows, baby.
Well, I want to just say first, thank you so much. Thank you for doing a good job last week. Thank you for coming on talking to us, because I think it's important that we all know you, we all see you, we hear you, experience you, and all that kind of stuff. So I appreciate it. New Music Monday. You are definitely Heat Seekers approved in my book. So you just got to keep putting out that good stuff, though, and give me some of your height too. I mean, just a little bit.
You're not gonna be able to see it. It's not gonna make it. Hey, y'all go to my Instagram and see it though. Thank y'all for having me though, and I'm grateful to be Instagram approved, or excuse me, Instagram. I'm grateful to be. I know, sorry. Heat Seekers approved.
Yeah,
I knew what it was. I was thinking about Instagram at the time.
it's okay. It's all good. Look,
but I'm grateful to be Heat Seeker approved. Thank y'all so much. I'm gonna keep dropping fire, or what I believe to be some fire, and I hope y'all enjoy it and y'all believe it to be fire too. And if I do something that's whack, let me know, because I won't make nothing like that no more.
And let us know. Let us know when you drop new stuff. Make sure you keep that in mind, because we have a lot of stuff coming up. We have Heat Seeker approved compilations coming up where we help promote artists that we think are heat seekable. so yeah. So that's what we're gonna do. So again, everybody, thank you for New Music Monday Spotlight. Mr. Will here with his 6'5" Montel Jordan. This is how we do it.
Montel's actually taller than me, man. Montel, he's 6'8".
Oh, he's 6'8".
Yeah,
okay.
He's 6'8".
Yeah, but I want to thank everybody. Shout outs to the Heat Seekers. Shout out to DJ Red Dread ATL. Yeah, yeah, he up there. He sometimes he come in and say stuff, but Lady J, Jay Morris, Brianna Richey, In the House Media, Kingsbread, Mantel. Shout out to all of y'all. Hope to see y'all soon. And Will, thank you, sir.
No problem. Shout out to Jay Morris too. I heard that name twice, and I was like, "Wait, is that Jay Morris? Jay Morris?" I think that is the same Jay Morris. That's the only Jay Morris I know in Atlanta. Jay Morris, what's good, baby? How you doing? Yeah, Jay Morris.
That's
dark, deep.
Yeah. That's our Heat Seeker brother. Yep.
Hey, turn up, Jay Morris. Tell that man.
It's a few of us. They all famous, so they all do separate things. Right. So everybody got to do stuff, but we come together to do Heat Seekers and bring you the heat. So shout out to you again. Thank you so much for joining in, and I appreciate everybody. Make sure nobody had any more questions. That's cool, and that's it. And we out. Thank you. I am Kevin Bryant signing off, and talk to you later. Peace, y'all. Will.
See y'all.
All right. Wow. Later. Now, how you turn this shit off though? Nah, it's cool. Thank everybody for joining in. I am Kevin Bryant with the Heat Seekers, and that's it for today. New music. Join us on Wednesday. And again, we're going to talk to actually one of the artists that worked with him. Her name is Kayla, and I'm really excited about that. I think Brianna Richey is going to be on, but if not, we'll be here regardless. Wednesday, 2:00. Thank you so much. Peace.